What's up, dudes? Welcome back to a video on this channel. I suppose not a reaction video, it's not a news video, it's not any sort of stuff like that. I suppose this is really kind of like a channel update video or something like that, but it's more an update about myself personally and what I'm doing, where I'm going, and other stuff like that. It's not like a crazy dramatic, like I'm leaving YouTube or anything like that. Like, don't worry about that. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything differently per se. So there's nothing to be dramatic about, but considering the last, I think it's been like 2 weeks at this point, considering the last 2 weeks and where I've been, personally, what's happened to me as far as life events and other stuff and things, I think that I personally owe it to you as a subscriber to my YouTube channel to kind of explain and talk and just basically like dump my thoughts out that I've got right now for you guys, because I think it's important. And I don't really want to be one of those YouTubers who when something big happens and it may or may not affect what they're uploading on their YouTube channel or something like that, and they don't communicate that to their fans, they don't communicate that to the people that subscribe to their videos, they don't say all this sort of stuff. So I don't want to be that person. I want to be the person who, despite the fact that I haven't uploaded like barely anything for the last 2 weeks, there's a reason for that. And I'm going to tell you guys, right? I'm going to kind of explain the entire situation. And, basically, I suppose to just kind of summarize it into, we can put it into a couple sentences and not go on a big 10-minute long speech talking about it, is essentially, I got fired from my job 2 weeks ago. And it's been really, really great. But, on the flip side, it's been really, really great in like a lot of really, really positive ways, which I'll talk about. But it's also been really, really not great, obvious for, some obvious reasons, and obvious for some reasons that are not necessarily so obvious. So obviously, one of the ways that it's not been so great is like, I don't have any income, which is fine. I got enough money in the bank that I can, put away, that I can survive for a little while until I get a new job. So it's not really like, the fact that I lost my job isn't, terrifying me. I'm not like, collecting unemployment. I'm not like in serious trouble because of that. But what it has done, which has been a good thing, and as of the last 7 days, like not been a great thing, is that it's freed up my entire day for everything. So instead of basically, waking up, going to work, coming home, working on YouTube, going to sleep, and then doing it all again the next day, I've been waking up, making coffee, playing video games, applying for jobs, going out for a couple of interviews that I've gotten for potential jobs, and coming home and then spending the evening playing video games mostly. Every once in a while, I suppose I've uploaded a YouTube video, but it hasn't been very, very frequently. And I think that with the loss of the 8-hour, 9-hour, 10-hour day, period or chunk of time in the day that I was actually doing something, I've kind of lost a little bit of the structure and the drive and the motivation to sit down every evening at 5 p.m. and start recording videos and start working on that process. And that's, as of today, which is the reason why I'm making this video, is that is going to change. And I'm back to making YouTube videos. I've honestly taken the week off, getting the first week, taking the first week off, and not being caught up in that grind of going to work 5 days a week and then spending basically a lot of my evenings every single day working on YouTube sort of stuff. It's been nice to take a break to take an extended break from that, but I don't honestly want to take a break from YouTube like ever, because I like doing it so much. And this does play back into when I like sat down this afternoon or yesterday evening or any of the other times in the last couple of days, and I've been like, you really should sit down and record some videos this week, because you haven't done anything productive for 2 weeks, so you need to, you owe it yourself. Like I'm telling myself this, like that I owe it to you guys to upload videos, because that's what you've subscribed to. That's what you've expected. And, I know that, a lot of you are probably like, no, you don't have to, just make sure that things are okay with yourself and stuff like that. But like, first off, I want to upload these videos. I want to make these videos every single day. And to a certain point, is like, that's why you subscribed. You subscribe because you want to see my videos and you want to hear what I say. And if I don't put that up there, then, to a certain extent, maybe you're a little disappointed. And, you don't have to say like, don't feel bad about it, or, anything. It's like, it is what it is. And, no matter what you really say is going to necessarily, change my mind. So I know that maybe I'm being a little too hard on myself, but, that is kind of my viewpoint. But playing that whole, like, the last 2 weeks into my inconsistency in uploads for the last year and a half, it's like I'm really, really disappointed in myself for the fact that pretty consistently on a, for a week, every single week, I missed, 1 or 2 days of uploads. And, if you've been subscribed to me for multiple years, for a relatively long time now, like, you probably know that I was very, 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 very consistent with uploading something every single day without fail. I know certainly for maybe the first year, maybe at the most 2 years that I've been doing this, because now I'm on my 3rd year, that I like religiously uploaded a video every single day. And if I missed one, it was once in a while. It wasn't like once every week, multiple times a month. I wasn't missing like, 7 days a month of uploading videos. It was like maybe 1 or 2 every couple of months that I didn't upload a video. And that's just not been the case for the last year. So I'm really disappointed in that as well. And, that kind of plays into the fact that I've just been, through a lot of different factors that have been going on, with my life, with, dealing with work and other things and other stuff like that. I've just kind of been ground down, and my, worn down, and my motivation and my, will and my commitment to sit down in this chair in front of this computer, in front of this camera with all the lights turned on and all that stuff to record a video and, and talk about K-pop has been, very, very frequently, it's been worn thin to the point where I get home and all I want to do is lay down in my bed and sleep for, half an hour is when it's like, I'm gonna sleep for half an hour is kind of the idea when I do that. It's like, come home from work and I'm like, okay, I'm tired, I need to record videos, but I'm tired, and just because of that, then my videos aren't going to be great. I just don't have the motivation or the energy to do it. So I'm like, I'm going to sleep for half an hour. It's going to give me a little bit of pep. We're going to be good to go. And then more often than not, my alarm goes off half an hour later, and then I turn it off and I just go to sleep for another 2-3 hours. And then by the time that I wake up, it's 7 p.m. and it's too late really to get started on making videos. So, that's really kind of like the downside. Not necessarily, all of that obviously isn't the downside of, me not having a job anymore, but it does kind of play in and I suppose play a factor in the thing that has caused me for the last, year or so to be so inconsistent with my uploads, especially considering that in the past, I've been like on point, like to it, like really, 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 like I said previously, I've been like on point with my uploads, like every single day without fail. You could count on it, and I just haven't been. And I think that's kind of hurt me a little bit with the YouTube channel. And that's fine. I'm not like super concerned about getting all the views and getting all the subscribers in the world. It's not really that important to me, but when I look back at where I was at in 2015, where I was going in the summer 2015, and look at where I'm going now, I think, I can see a big difference. And, I want to get back to that, work ethic and that mentality and that whole, look and feel, not look, cause it looked pretty bad back then, but I just kind of want to get back to doing things like that, just rocking and rolling like I was back in 2015, back in 2014, 2015, when I first started this channel. And, as I've gone on, I've lost that, and it hasn't been because I've, been on the grind of, or, I've just been making these videos, because making videos is not a burden to me. It's something that I actually really, really want to do. But, kind of like I said, and it is tied in with the job, is that it's just kind of worn me down, and, just sucked all of my energy on a weekly basis. So, I suppose plays into the things that have been really, really great, or one of the things that have been really, really great about losing this job is that, you know, I realized the next day when I woke up and I turned my alarm off and I didn't have the thought in my mind that I was going to go, that I was like, you know, that I looked at my watch and I was like, I need to be at work in an hour and a half so I can sleep for another hour and that's going to be fine. And then, you know, or just whatever, you just kind of like work out how can I potentially delay leaving and going to work as long as I possibly can, you know. And so it was the first day that I didn't like wake up and then immediately feel like I was going to go back to sleep for another, you know, hour and a half or something like that, and like cut it like absolutely as close as I possibly could to the minute to when I had to be at work. And no, it was good. It was a really, really good feeling to wake up at 5 a.m. like I normally do, and like I was doing for work, and be like, I'm up. All right, let's start the day. Let's go out. Like, let's go get some breakfast. Let's go do some stuff and things. We got to go do some chores, clean up the house, do all this sort of stuff. But when it came down to it at the end of the day, when it was like record video time, I was like, I don't really want to record videos. I just want to play video games, you know? And like, that's cool, but that's not really what I want it to be. So, you know, with the job and stuff kind of like bringing me down, the fact that I don't have this job anymore is really, really good, and means that all of the stuff that I talked about previously in this video about me being inconsistent, not having the energy, you know, all of the different things that have been, you know, negative side effects or negative effects of, you know, my employment there is gone now. So definitely, you know, I'm much more motivated and energized to sit down every single day and record videos. So from this point forward, from this video on, I'm back to doing what I was doing in 2014 through 2015, and you know, we're back on track with uploading videos every single day. You know, we're refocused. We get the like in horse racing, and they put the blinders on the horse so they can't see sideways, they can't see either side of themselves, so all they can see is in front of them. So that's all they do, is they just focus on what's in front and running. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna block out all of the distractions and focus on YouTube, but not only focus on YouTube, but focus on other things that are, you know, that are very, very important to my life and my future, of course. And you know, it's gonna be a great thing. So if you're interested in, because this is kind of important, it's not necessarily important, but I don't know, I don't mean to like shamelessly self-promote or anything like that in this video, because that's not kind of the point of it. But you know, me talking about, you know, me focusing and reshifting and reprioritizing and putting energy into things that I haven't done previously, with, you know, moving forward in my life with like getting a degree, a college degree, and all this other sort of stuff, is I'm kind of definitely, you know, documenting that and and telling that story over on my second channel, my vlog channel. So I believe there's a link to it in the description box below. But if you go over to my homepage of my YouTube page, if you just click on my username and then you go to channels up at the top bar, then that should be there as well. You click that, subscribe, you can follow me and, you know, hear what I'm doing, and, you know, potentially the stuff that I talk about, the things that I'm struggling with, the things that and how I overcome that sort of stuff, and you know, all the different variety of things that I'm gonna, you know, talk about and cover on that YouTube channel. Maybe that's interesting to you, at the very least, that you can get to know me a little bit more beyond, you know, just what I think about K-pop, because that'd be cool too. So that's gonna be it. Like, if you guys watch this video all the way to the end, I really, really do appreciate it, like a lot. It, you know, like I say in my vlog videos when I close them out, like, if you watched all the way to the end, I really, really do appreciate that, because it does show that you care about what I've got to say and getting to know me a little bit more. So like, that is actually true. Like, I really do. If you, no matter what the video is, in all honesty, if you watch all the way to the end of a reaction video or a album review or a song review or a news video or whatever videos that I put up over on the vlog channel, if you watch those all the way to the end, like, I seriously, sincerely, from like my heart, like, really, really do appreciate that, because it does show that you guys really, really do care and are interested in hearing what I've got to say. So that's all that I'm going to say for this. We'll be back with normal with my normal schedule coming tomorrow with reaction videos. I'm not going to be covering anything from that I missed over the last 2 weeks. I'm not going to be doing any makeup stuff like I might do. Maybe, because I know there was a song from April that I'm really interested in, so I haven't listened to it yet, so maybe we'll do a song review-ish video coming up in the next day or two. So, you know, look forward to that. Get excited. We're refocusing and, you know, putting my energies back, the energy that I've got, because I have more energy than I did previously. You're directing that back into different, we're reprioritizing where it's going. So that's going to be it. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. I love you for it. Shows that you care, and I will see you guys in the next one.